keep knocking at the door. They've asked me out 100 times or more, but all I say is leave me in the gloom. And here I stay within my lonely room, 'cause I don't want to walk without you, baby. Walk without my arms around you, baby. I thought the day you left me behind, I'd take a stroll and get you right off my mind. But now I find that I don't want to walk without the sunshine. Why'd you have to turn off all that sunshine? Oh, baby, please come back. Will you break my heart for me? 'Cause I don't want to walk without you, no siree. I thought the day you left me behind, I'd take a stroll and get you right off my mind. But now I find that I don't want to walk without the sunshine. Why'd you have to turn off all that sunshine? Oh, baby, please come back. Will you break my heart for me? 'Cause I don't want to walk without you. I don't want to walk without you. No, sorry.
Yes. What a great Barry Manilow song. Oh, I'm sorry, we're here for Frank Loesser.
It is Frank
But
Loesser.
where were most of us introduced to that song? A lot of us of our age group first heard it when Barry Manilow had a big hit out of it. And then we found out that it was actually a song from 1941.
I know, and it was a hit for him in, 78, 79, something like that. So
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Michael Anhoff is watching. Happy
Oh.
birthday, Michael.
Hey.
Happy birthday. I know it's your birthday today. And Patricia and Bill Souders out there, and Jack and Michelle and everybody, and Frank. I'll get to more people. And Jimmy Two Canes. Yes.
Rebecca Garfine's. Isn't she busy? Isn't she like doing high holidays or something?
She's out
out there. And
As
Aileen,
I would know, because
Yeah.
I'm doing them too this year.
And Aileen is out
without
there.
you.
And Lorelei and Marjorie.
And Dennis and Sandy.
Jimmy Two Canes and Bill Souter and Karen Clayton and Vincent from Chicago. Judy Jones. Hey, Judy. Great to see you last week. And Bill Pappas and Vincent Mazzano and Jack Putnack and Dennis Rue and Sandy and Bill Pappas too. So
Yes.
checking in tonight.
Last week we got to go to I got to see two shows last week on two Broadway shows. I got to see with Judy Jones. We went to see Back to the Future, which is super fun
so
and
much fun.
high tech and just lots of wows and
Yeah,
wows.
yeah.
Actually, the more I think about it, I want to go back and take my niece and nephew to see that
They
one
would
too.
love that, yeah.
Just to see the look on their face when some things happen that happen. And then I saw Bridges in Madison County on Saturday. So at the Plux County Playhouse. Wow. If I had seen it earlier in the run, Michael, I would have gone back.
There you go.
It was just that good.
Yeah, they're fantastic. But we're moving on. Time to move on.
But we're moving on. Anyway, so tonight we're celebrating the music of Frank Loesser, which basically means we're doing all the songs tonight from Guys and Dolls. No, it means so much more than Guys and Dolls. He wrote so many single songs for movies. And then there's all the other shows like Where's Charlie, The Most Happy Fellow, How to Succeed in Business.
As we've been saying all night in the studio, lesser is more.
And songs that were banned for about a hot minute on the radio. That was the silliest
That's
thing.
crazy.
Baby, It's Cold Outside. That was the silliest thing I ever heard in my life. Anyway, You know what? You know what it made me do when I got to work that Friday night? Play it first.
Yeah. It wasn't banned. It was just sort of canceled. And it's all stupid, right?
Oh, it's all
stupid.
It's all stupid, right? So anyway, but none of the songs in tonight's show are stupid. They're all really fun, and we have a great little cast for you. And I think we're going to get moving right along because we have lots of fun stuff coming up. And he's back, Mr. Ted Jamison.
Yay, Ted. Oh, hold on. Gotta fix you.
Uh-oh.
Gotta fix you. I don't like that camera angle.
That's better.
Better.
That's better.
Better. How you doing, Ted?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm good. You seem to come on the best nights when we do a lot of classic Broadway, Tin Pan Alley, Great American Songbook stuff. So you have
Actually,
That's what I
think
like.
Ted was here when Ted was here last. I happened to mention we were doing a Frank Loesser show, and he said, "You put me down for that." He didn't leave here until I put him down. Otherwise, he'd still be here.
But you said you had a little trivia tonight.
Well, Bob covered some of it. Frank Loesser actually had 5 shows that played on Broadway. Where's Charlie, Guys and Dolls, Green Willow, Most Happy Fellow, and How to Succeed. But he had one flop that closed out of town, Pleasures and Palaces, which starred Phyllis Newman and John McMartin.
Fantastic. I probably played in Philadelphia. Everything played in Philadelphia before it came to New York. So talk to me about what you're doing tonight, because you're doing a song that I sort of equate to vaudeville.
Well, it's a song from Guys and Dolls. Actually, it was originally it was written for Guys and Dolls, but it was placed into The Most Happy Fellow.
Mm-hmm. And it has a very vaudevillian, sort of old school, feeling. It's
Wasn't it the 4 lads that had
Yeah,
the hit on the radio?
It's a very happy-go-lucky kind of song, I guess is what I'm saying.
Right. You're going to love it, Karen Clayton. You're going to love it. And Patricia.
Ted Jamison.
All right.
Standing on the corner, watching all the girls go by. Standing on the corner, watching all the girls go by. Brother, you can't think of nicer occupation. Matter of fact, neither do I. Then standing on the corner, watching all the girls, watching all the girls, watching all the girls go by. I'm the cat that got the cream. Haven't got a girl, but I can dream. Haven't got a girl, but I can wish. So I take me down to Main Street, and that's where I select my imaginary dish. Standing on the corner, watching all the girls go by. Standing on the corner, giving all the girls the eye. Brother, if you've got a rich imagination, give it a whirl, give it a try. Try standing on the corner, watching all the girls, watching all the girls, watching all the girls go by. It's Saturday, and I'm so broke, couldn't buy a girl a nickel Coke. Still I'm living like a millionaire when I take me down to Main Street, and that's where I review the harem parading for me there. Standing on the corner, watching all the girls go by. Standing on the corner underneath the springtime sky. Brother, you can't go to jail for what you're thinking, or for that look in your eye. You're only standing on the corner, watching all the girls, watching all the girls, watching all the girls go by.
whistling courtesy of Bob Egan.
But because the rehearsed whistlers forgot.
Well, they tried over here. They tried. Yeah. Yeah, dry lips, dry lips.
I think I actually hit it. I never, I didn't think I could do that. Anyway, but was it horrible?
No.
Oh, hi,
No.
Dottie Rudnick, and hi, John Ward.
I don't know if anybody's noticed your sort of Sky Masterson jacket either.
This is very like Guys and Dolls.
You really could be in the road company.
Very Guys and Dolls tonight here.
Maybe the bus and truck tour.
But that's Most Happy Fellow,
Yeah,
right?
I believe so. Yeah. And that show to me is just a little sort of Valentine. It's such a sweet show. But this next one, Tom is singing. So Tom's going to lean into the other side of Frank Loesser. He did the first one. What was the which order are you doing it tonight?
I'm doing I Believe in
I
You.
Believe in You. So that, and that, of course, is from How to Succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And the second song was one that we'll talk about. My father used to sing it to my mother in the kitchen. And I never, my mom's name was not the same name as the song, by the way. So I don't know why he sang that song. But I do remember that. So how are you doing, Tom?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
We're doing pretty good. We're doing good.
It's good to have you back,
It
too.
is good
It's
to have
good to
you
be
back.
back. It's good to be back. When Bobby said he was doing Loesser, I thought, yes.
I'll
So
be
I can
there.
remember doing that when, and the second song, I was actually in the play when I was in high school.
Oh, you were?
Chorus Charlie. Yeah, I was in the chorus then.
And I associate that, of course, with Ray Bolger.
Well,
but-
Ray Bolger made that role on another one of his iconic roles. And I don't know if everybody knows that it's considered one of the first drag musicals because he plays his aunt.
Right.
He has to dress as his aunt, then he has to dress as himself. It's fun.
Well, Where's Charlie is based on Charlie's Aunt, the play.
Charlie's Aunt,
the
yes.
play. Oh.
Yeah.
Which was, you're right, a little bit ahead of its time,
Little
perhaps.
bit.
Yeah.
The Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, with two songs by Frank Loesser, Tom Chiola.
Now there you are. There's that face that somehow I trust. It may embarrass you to hear me say it, but say it I must. Say it I must. You have the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's that upturned chin and the grin of impetuous youth. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you. I hear the sound of good, solid judgment whenever you talk. Yet there's the bold, brave spring of the tiger that quickens your walk. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you. And when my faith in my fellow man, it all but falls apart, I've but to feel your hand grasping mine, and I take heart. I take heart to hear the sound, the cool, and see those clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's that slam, bang, tang, reminiscence of gin and vermouth. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you. And when my faith in my fellow man, it all but falls apart, I've but to feel your hand grasping mine, and I take heart. I take heart to see the cool, clear eyes of a seeker of wisdom and truth. Yet there's that slam, bang, tang, reminiscent of gin and vermouth. Oh, I believe in you. I believe in you.
Tom Chiola.
Thank you.
Of course, Robert Morse was the one associated with that song. And there's a little Robert Morse in you, Tom. A little bit of that boyishness, you know. Robert Morse, I think he didn't do much musicals later in his life. He did a lot of television and movies, and I think probably a lot of people might remember him from Mad Men. He played the head of the ad agency in Mad Men. But I always associate that song with Robert Morse. So
Yeah.
this is the one that Tom's going to do next that is
So
associated.
this is the one where you get a little sing along in this
Yeah.
one.
Yes.
This is the
little
one
audience
that-
participation.
Yes, this is definitely the one that's associated with Ray Bolger. Give me one. That's fine. Give me a second, Tom. I want to fix something. No, I think you're good. You're good. Never
You
mind.
fix
You're good.
something,
You're
and
good.
then you might have to get ready to sing a little bit here. In this one, yeah. I love this song. It's just so much fun. How could you not like this song? Well, I think I'll just leave it at that. We're just gonna do it, and then I'll tell you why I always got a chuckle out of this. This is from Where's Charlie, right?
Yes.
Where is Charlie, by the way?
Not in this room.
No, we don't know.
Wait, nobody knows. Okay.
Tom Chiola.
I caught you, sir, having a look at her as she went strolling by. Now didn't your heart go boom, 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 and didn't you sigh a sigh? I warn you, sir, never to dream of her. Just bid such thoughts be gone, or it'll be boom, a boom, 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 boom. From then on, for once in love with Amy, always in love with Amy, ever and ever fascinated by her, sets your heart afire to stay. Once you're kissed by Amy, tear up that list, it's Amy. Ply her with bonbons, poetry, and flowers. You'll a million hours away. You might be just the fickle-hearted rover, so carefree and bold, who loves the girl and later thinks it over, and just quits cold. Oh, once in love with Amy, always in love with Amy, ever and ever sweetly you'll romance her. Trouble is the answer will be that Amy'd rather stay in love with me. Okay, now.
Everybody,
Once in love with Amy, always in love with Amy, ever and ever fascinated by her, sets your heart afire
turn.
Once you're kissed by Amy.
Tear up your list, it's Amy.
Tear up your list, it's Amy. Ply her with bonbons, poetry, and flowers. Moon a million hours away. Oh, Amy, once again she'll stay. Forever and ever, sweetly you'll romance her. Trouble is the answer will be that Amy'd rather stay in love with me. Oi.
Tom Chiola.
Yo.
Thanks, Tom. I wonder who Amy
That
is.
is just so much fun, Tom.
I've been
Now
trying
you
to.
have to tell us why that you like it, Bob.
I've been trying to find out who
Oh.
Amy is for my entire life.
Well, my very first job when I was like, I guess I was like 16 or something. There was a girl that worked in it was an educational products place, and there were graphic arts when they had to cut up all the letters, and it was way before all the technology, before computers.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a girl that worked there named Amy, and every time Amy would walk to the room, the girls at the desk would sing, "What? Hello, Amy." And of course, I was in high school. I didn't even know what the song was, but that's the only way. I
Oh,
knew
John
it.
Ward says Amy should be here. Yes, our Amy should be here. Amy
Oh,
Robideau.
Steve Long, your wedding song is from Guys and Dolls, and I hope it's one of the ones that might be coming up. It just might be. Oh, it actually is.
It is. It is. But he's right. Amy Robideau should have been here for that song. And it was her birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to Amy Robideau.
Happy birthday, Amy.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's like one of our VIPs. Like we call her whenever we need her. And she comes running. So we're so grateful for that.
Well, look who's here.
Who is here?
Look who's here.
Ah.
It's Marianne
But
Bucci.
she's got to
You
get
gonna fix
closer
her
to the
camera
microphone.
too?
And I'm going to fix
I'm
her.
right here.
Because she's
Okay,
a little.
you-
She's
you
shorter
have to-
than Tom Chiolo.
Oh,
I thought they were
please.
the same height.
There's nobody that's shorter than me.
I thought you two. I thought with your hair.
Now he's going to pick on my hair?
Oh
Excuse
no,
me.
the higher the hair, the closer to heaven.
Okay. Just remember, the shorter the person, the easier we have to bite your ankles.
That's a new one.
Well, they do call little people ankle biters.
As Terry Marks says, Jane is shorter. That's true. Jane Arthur is shorter. So, and Jane with heels is shorter than you. So, it's true. So, what are you going to sing for us tonight, Marianne Bucci?
The first one I'm going to sing is "If I Were a Bell."
This
from
is our
Guys and
little.
Dolls.
This is our little Guys and Dolls segment.
Yes.
And Damien is checking in to say hello.
Hello, son.
So there he is. Yes, this is our little Guys and Dolls segment. And then the second one is also from Guys and Dolls. So you're
Yeah,
doing a double.
The next 4 songs are Guys
Yeah.
and Dolls.
Yeah, right. The next
I'd rate
four.
No, the next one that I'm singing is not from Guys and Dolls. It is from How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying.
No, it's from Guys and Dolls.
Oh, I thought it was from How to Succeed.
Guys and Dolls.
No, it's
All
Guys
right,
and Dolls.
I'm wrong. Okay.
Guys and Dolls.
Dolls.
Guys and Dolls. Guys and Dolls. Guys and Dolls. And Guys and Dolls.
I mean,
Okay,
tell
Guys and
and like I
Dolls.
said, look at Bob. He's all ready
was
for the
mine.
Guys and
Okay.
Dolls.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So let's do this.
Marianne
song. What do you
Bucci.
think?
Ask me how do I feel. Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just gotta behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. And if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd be popping my springs. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I was a duck, I'd quack. Or if I was a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Pal, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding.
Yeah, Marianne Bucci.
Thank you.
I'll let Marianne get ready for the next song while I tell you about what's
Yes.
coming up next week. Next week we're doing next week
black tie, isn't it?
is our black tie show.
But so how are you defining? I know we did one before, like in year 2. How are you defining black tie?
It's mostly men, and everybody's wearing black tie, I guess. No, it's not all men. There are 2 women in the show.
But
It's
a feeling.
it's like songs that you would sing back if you were like, I guess, singing at the Carlisle back when men dressed up and the man singer was all dressed up in a tux and the piano player was in a tux, and it's sophisticated night. Very
night.
sophisticated.
Our audience is very sophisticated,
It was the night that Gene Jacob, when we did this back in 2020 during COVID, said I needed to change my martini to gin.
That didn't work out so well.
It didn't work out so well. I thought it was good. I just
just doesn't.
didn't really care.
Didn't really care, yeah.
But I tried, and I'll try again for you, Gene. I will do anything. So I will gladly try that again.
Maybe we'll just pour some champagne or something.
That's another thing we could all do too.
Yeah.
So,
And then after the black
and
tie
then
show,
we're doing Motown. Now I need singers to come sing for Motown.
we're doing Motown?
September 30th is Motown.
Oh, we have another.
Hi, Suede. Good to see you out there. One of my favorite performers in the world.
You mean the 27th?
And yes.
The 27th.
And
Yes.
Aileen is out there too, and I still have Vincent and cousin Patty, and I still
And
have
the
a lot of
first 2
people.
weeks in October we'll talk about later.
Well, the October 4th we're actually going to be off. We're going to
Mm-hmm.
have one night off, October 4th, and we are going to have a variety show on the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Okay.
Not much to talk about.
Well, I'm going to be away, so we'll.
And
figure
then
it out.
October 18th we're doing a night at the opera, which is going to be a
Oh.
lot of fun.
Fun. I
Lot
like
of
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Because remember, opera doesn't necessarily mean La Boheme.
No, it could be.
It could be
right.
Phantom of the Opera.
Right.
It could be Jesus Christ Superstar. It could be rock operas. It could be Bohemian Rhapsody. It could be a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Think
I'm going
about
to take
it.
myself out here for a second while I fix something.
I'm worried already. So it could be a lot of things. And I also want to thank you all who have been contributing to keep our show going and going and going with your generous, amazing contributions. We all thank you, Michael and Christian and I, and keep this going week after week. Hi, David Rickle. I just saw you were out there tonight too, and John Ward. So thank you so much. You've been very helpful and helping us keep the piano tune and the music flowing and the everything going. So, and that's that. So, are you fixed? Are you fixing?
I don't know why. It's beginning. Oh, I see.
Oh, I see.
Give me a second.
All right. It's all right. I remember years ago, I think it was Andy Monmouth, when we were all at Odette's, his 8th grade, I think it was Andy, had an 8th grade class do Guys and Dolls, or 7th graders.
That's cute.
And it was so cute to see all these young boys in pinstripe suits and stuff, and with stuck-on mustaches and stuff. I remember hysterical seeing the video of it. I don't remember. It was before smartphones, so I don't remember how I saw the video. It must have been posted somewhere.
Well, videos are resurfacing all the time from electronic, pre-digital, right? People, you're digitizing your own videos and stuff. So once they get,
I've been sending a lot of stuff to that legacy box. It's really
Yeah.
great, and then you forget you sent it, and then all of a sudden you get 20 videos.
and it's kind of cool because you're like, what is this? When I was a kid, my father had the Super 8, right? Super 8 projector, and they'd film it. The camera was like this big, and we would sit there, and it would take like, 3 minutes a reel or something. It was ridiculous. But we digitized them a couple years ago, and it was kind of fun to look at this stuff when we were kids. Why is it like the movies from the 60s, like the home movies from the 60s and 70s, look like they were filmed through gauze? You know what I'm saying? They'd have that sort of haziness to it.
Yeah.
Just a question, you know?
Well, I'm about to get a batch of 20 back from my aunt, so
Can't
we'll
wait to
see
see.
what they
We'll see
all
what
look
it
like.
has.
Hi, Peg and Jay, too, and I just saw a whole bunch of people I wanted to say hi to, and their names all disappeared.
I love what Marianne's doing next. I just want to say I love this because it's definitely a character.
Well, she is that.
Does your man make you sick? I don't know, Marianne. Tell me.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration, may react with psychosomatic symptoms difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococci lurk. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. Oh, wait, let me see here. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows an erotic tendency. C note. C note? What the? Oh, C note. Chronic organic symptoms, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and the throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near. The trouble is, if she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling and stalling and stalling the wedding trip, a person can develop lung grip. When they get on their train to Niagara and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned and the mood sublime. Then they get her for Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop la grippe, la post-nasal drip, with the wheezing and the sneezing and a sinus that's really a pimp. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad cold.
Marianne Bucci. That is that's great writing.
That is just brilliant. That song always cracks me up.
I have to say that, what's going on below, never miss a show, subscribe to Bob's email list. Please do that because, I know some people are still having some difficulty finding the new location now that we're Bob Egan Live. Subscribe to that list.
Yeah, because then you just get the direct link.
There's another way you can do it too, is go on YouTube to Bob Egan Entertainment and hit subscribe to the button on YouTube. And that way YouTube will notify you too when there's a new show. So that's two ways to do it that you'll never miss a show. And you won't get lost in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shows that we've done since
we have done
2020.
700 shows.
Yeah.
Hi, Jahinda's out there in Jahida is out there in California, and Sharon Sweeney's back, and Rich Runge I saw was watching us too. And I keep seeing, and Sharon Freeman. I want to scroll back I want to say hi to some people. Wow, our next performer is getting here already, and Damien, I know you're out there.
And
and
Sharon
Dottie, and
Sweeney's
Bill
there.
Pappas. Who?
Sharon Sweeney.
I just said Sharon.
Oh, I said Sharon Freeman.
I said Sharon Sweeney right
Oh,
before
cool.
that. And
Yeah,
Jim
there you go.
Nichols.
Yeah.
And all right. So yeah.
It's fun. Howard's
Cheers,
John.
y'all.
Howard's there.
But Suede is with us tonight, so my night is made. My
Oh,
sister
Suede. I love Suede. I think she's coming. She's coming to New Hope soon.
I don't. No,
She'll-
she was just here. Not
She
too
was
long
just
ago.
here. Okay.
Hi, Enid and Roger. I have a big concert weekend coming up. This is the first time. This is a crazy weekend. I'm playing the High Holy Days for a piano player that broke her wrist in Monroe. So I am helping out and doing that, and on Friday and Saturday morning. And then I have tickets to See Here Now, so I'm going to get to see Sheryl Crow and the Beach Boys and the Foo Fighters and Weezer and a bunch of groups I've never heard of.
Just to say, Suede is coming back November 11th. See, I pay attention.
November
Suede.
11th.
One
Oh,
of us
okay,
pays
good,
attention,
see?
Suede.
Well, whenever Suede is in town, do not miss
Yeah,
her.
you should go see
She's
her, yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah, she's great.
Absolutely phenomenal. And then on Monday, we're all excited because a large group of us are all going to see our girl, Pink,
I know.
in Philadelphia. So my ears will be ringing the next Tuesday. I'll be the one going, what? What?
At least we're outside this time. We were in Madison Square Garden last time. This is good to be outside.
Hi, Mary Helen and Tyler, Texas. All right, Mark is back. Back on the show, not
Mark
back
is
tonight.
back.
Hi Bob. Hi Michael.
Hey,
Mark Applegate.
Mark Applegate. So, Mark, you do have 2 songs from Guys and Dolls, and is this the one that someone was asking about a minute ago, Bob?
Perhaps.
Yes,
think
this
it
is the one.
is.
I
This
have
is the
no
one.
trivia though. I didn't come with trivia.
We don't need trivia.
Slacker. That's all I'm
We
saying.
don't even need it.
Slacker.
Um,
Well, I'm just gonna. Are you ready, Bob? Because
I am.
I'm feeling the song already. Mark Applegate.
I'll try to be cool. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is wine that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Fantastic. Bob, I'm going to have you like clear off the piano a little bit. They're getting a little bit of a rattle. And maybe the Ken doll stuck there at the piano.
No, it was the pens.
The pens, yeah, just something.
I heard them that time.
Okay.
It must be allergic to the key of C when I changed. It was when I changed keys.
In the key of C?
Yeah, when I changed keys, it started to
Get
rattle.
those Ken dolls off that piano.
Ken is not.
He thinks the Ken doll looks like him.
People do. I didn't say that. People.
Oh, by the way, Righteous Jolly's watching. Righteous Jolly has trivia.
Righteous.
Right, I'd say Righteous is like the coolest cat in Bucks County. He just is.
The 7th coolest cat.
The seventh? Who's the seventh?
Second.
It's a joke. No, 7th.
Oh,
Really? I don't even know the joke, and I'm just
He
pulling
was
it.
nominated the 7th best trivia host in Bucks County, like
No
in
way!
2014. Yeah.
The seventh
He's
best.
the first. He's the best.
He is the best. Have you been to his trivia nights? They're fun.
I sang it a few.
Oh, maybe it was the other night you sang. I might have been. I had such a good time. There was some drinks. I don't remember. We just had a good time. I bet you were there,
he
Mark.
was rated the 7th best trivia host.
I know, but that's like Bob. Like you're the second best. What you lost to Santa Claus one year?
I was gonna say, and then everybody pushed me to do the Bucks Happening thing, and I lost to Santa Claus.
Yeah. And it wasn't even like.
It just
It wasn't our Santa.
It wasn't
That's
our.
what I'm saying. We have a Santa.
No, there is only one Santa, Michael. Are you kidding?
Right.
There's one Santa
Yes,
Claus.
I'm sorry. Only one.
Okay.
One.
And if you're not a good boy, you won't get.
I
any
went
presents.
a quick story. Once when my nephew was young, we took him to New York for the first time, and we went did all the Christmas stuff, and then we decided to go to Santa Land at Macy's, and we went. There's a long line, and then when you finally get to the end of the line, there's 3 houses, and I said to the elf, I'm like, "What's the deal? Why are there 3 houses?" He goes, "It's Santa Land." I said, "Well, how many Santas are there?" He goes, "There's one Santa." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, why are there 3 houses?" "There's one Santa." I'm like, "But I don't get it. How do you move the line? It says one Santa." And he gave me 3 fingers and walked away.
That's hysterical. Hysterical.
Wow.
Steve Long loved you singing his wedding song. Mark, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very
Oh, I'm
much.
sorry. The reverb is on. I'm talking and the reverb is on. So
All right, back to Guys and Dolls.
this is Guys and
I
Dolls.
didn't wear this jacket for nothing.
I love. Well, this is a song that Sky Masterson would sing, but I love that you chose this song. It's probably my favorite song from Guys and Dolls. Mark Applegate.
They call you Lady Luck, but there is room for doubt. At times you have a very unladylike way of running out. You're on this date with me, the pickings have been lush. And yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners, you might forget to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you've treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady doesn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. A lady doesn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's dice. So let's keep this party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fella you came in with. Luck be a lady tonight. Huh! A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart, she'd have a soul. A lady would make little snake eyes at me while I bet my life on this roll. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, honey, I'm the guy that you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight. 7.
Yeah.
That was for Bob. Bob told me to do
The
that.
seven. And he's the 7th coolest trivia guy.
Oh,
It all comes back to
It all,
righteous.
right, all comes back to righteous.
That was for you, Righteous, then.
There you go.
Thank you for having me on. I really enjoyed it.
Mark,
Come
that was
back,
fun
Mark.
putting that
We love
together.
having
We
you
just
here.
made that arrangement up before the show.
Yes, I didn't sing any of these songs ever. This is the first time ever.
Well, now they're in your
Bravo.
repertoire.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah. We are going to get our friend Ted back up in a second to sing another song because we were going to do this earlier, and I said, let's just split these up so we get Ted gets to get a little nap.
Right.
No, I'm kidding, not a nap.
While he's doing this, I'm going to take another. I know you already thanked people. I'm going to thank them again because it's really important to keep this going. You know, we appreciate all the people that continue to tip in the tip jar. It's right there below. You can send it PayPal, Venmo, government cheese, whatever it takes. Right here. It's it keeps us going, and you know we still have expenses. It's crazy.
And we have a lot of wonderful angels. You guys have been so
does.
supportive every month, every week.
And it
just
keeps
making sure that we're all taken care of.
and it keeps Bob from taking a job that he doesn't want to take on
On a Wednesday night.
On Wednesday night.
So thank you, Dr. George and Donna and Judy Polonowski and Andy and Marianne and Dan and Dee and Ed McLaughlin and the Jacobs and Happy and Sam and Ted and Kathy and Rose and Joan and Sue DiCrescente and Marjorie and Rachel and Patricia. There's so many of you every week. Just there could not be nicer. And Enid and Roger and Michelle and Frank. You guys have been just amazing. And everyone else whose names I did not mention. Thank you all so much.
Yes, thank you. And there's Amy Jean. Amy Jean's out there. Amy Robidoux, happy birthday, Amy. Since I
Birthday
didn't get to
girl.
see you.
Happy birthday, dear Amy.
He didn't resolve it.
I didn't hear the you. I just heard two. I heard two. To you.
This is what happens when we don't
I didn't hear
rehearse.
the resolve. I thought you were doing a little fancy.
He's
singing.
over there in the other wing of the studio, so far away. Ted
All right,
Jamison's
Ted.
back.
Let's rock this party out.
There is a brotherhood of man, a benevolent brotherhood of man, a noble tie that binds all human hearts and minds into one brotherhood of man. Your lifelong membership is free. Keep giving each brother all you can. Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity, the great big brotherhood of man? There is a brotherhood of man, a benevolent brotherhood of man, a noble tie that binds all human hearts and minds into one brotherhood of man. Your lifelong membership is free. Keep giving each brother all you can. Oh, aren't you proud to be in that fraternity, the great big brotherhood of man?
Ted
Ted
Jamison.
Jamison.
Ted, I was going to go up another key. Keep you going. I want to see how high you can get before you passed out.
He really would, by the way. I've seen him do that.
He can go higher. Now he's all warmed up. He was worried earlier. But.
So I'm going to say hello to my cousin Frank, who's watching. You just got a text. Hi, Frank.
We have two last things we want to do before the show's out. And we have one last thing before it's
We do.
before it is Michael time.
You know that we've been doing the show a long time when you start losing people that have been on the show and have done so much for you. I think the first person we lost was Kathy Pappas, and then we lost, a couple others since.
Michael May. AJ.
Yes. Valerie.
So,
so we lost another one of our clan.
Dear
dear, one of our favorites actually, who spent a lot of time with us here in the studio.
The woman who made the pineapple upside down cake.
Oh my God, the best pineapple upside down cake.
So, Michael, you put together a nice.
I did put together a tribute. I was looking for. I know that on the show she sang a Frank Loesser tune, "Slow Boat to China," but when I couldn't find it, I thought, well, let's just remind you of what a card. Because she was truly a character. Linda Walsh was. Linda passed away a little more than a week ago, and she was one of our favorite guests. So why don't we just roll this little tribute to Linda Walsh?
Bob seems a little stiff. But wait a minute, something's wrong. Hey mambo, mambo Italiano. Hey mambo, mambo Italiano. Who's gonna kiss me? Who's gonna thrill me? Who's gonna hold me tight? I'm right around the corner in a phone booth, and I wanna. Yes, I wanna be with you tonight. Come on over.
This is a woman, Linda Walsh, that she's from Cincinnati and obviously loves Doris Day because of that, and has read about her and sung her songs. But she brought me the Doris Day Bible.
One more thing. You need to see this. My friend sent me this signed autographed picture of Doris Day, one of my prized possessions. Some people say I'm obsessed. What do you think? When I grew up and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will we have rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said.
And we're going to play a game, a little game.
I'm very nervous about that.
You should be very nervous, right? And we're going to play Jeopardy! It's like Jeopardy, but it's all Doris Day.
Okay, 200 for co-star.
All right. Famous for The Odd Couple, he was the other man in the movies with her favorite Yes.
Who is Tony Randall?
Correct. She's cleaning up, Bob. She's cleaning up. She's cleaning up.
Wasn't the summer short? Didn't it seem to fly? Where are those nights we thought we'd find our love 'neath a summer sky? Let's forget the past. Let's both agree that I'm for you and you're for me. And it's such a pity we never met. Lucky you're a man who likes children. Oh, that's an important sign. Lucky I'm a woman with children. Small world, isn't it? Funny, isn't it? Small and funny and fine. I married many men, a ton of them, and yet I was untrue to none of them. because I bumped off every one of them to keep my love alive. Then you've got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. In the cool, cool, cool of the evening, tell him I'll be there. In the cool, cool, cool of the evening, better stay a chair. When the party's getting a glow on and singing fills the air, in the shank of the night when the singing is right, you can tell them I'll be there. Yesterday we had some rain, but all in all, I can't complain. Was it dusty on the train? P.S. I love you. Oh, hey, mambo, mambo Italiano, go, go, go. You mixed up Siciliano. It's so delicious. Everybody come capisce how to mambo Italiano. That's a nice, huh?
Oh, that was hysterical.
She was a character.
I forgot so many of these things. I was hysterical the whole time.
She's a character.
I forgot that she had you at the end there, that number. She was so creative. She really put a lot into every one of these.
Yes, she really did. She put a lot into it, and she was one of our favorite guests in the studio. She always came in with a light heart and a happy spirit.
And a pineapple upside down cake.
Yeah, she'll be greatly missed. So,
God
Godspeed,
bless
Linda.
you, Linda. Thank you for all the laughs.
Yeah.
So we dedicate this to her.
My heart is so full of you, so full of you. There is no room for anything more there. My heart is so full of you, so full of you. There is no room for anything more. What other wish can I wish? What other plan can I plan? What other dream can I dream? And what for? Whatever for? When my heart is so full of you, so full of you. There is no room in my heart for anything more. What other wish can I wish? What other plan can I plan? What other dream can I dream? And what for? Whatever for? When my heart is so full of you, so full of you. There is no room in my heart for anything more. Thanks, Bob.
That was Frank Loesser from The Most Happy Fellow.
Fellow.
Gorgeous song, gorgeous song. Thank you, Michael. Nicely done. And thank you, Christian. Hi, Christian.
Hey, Christian,
Let me
we
quick
didn't
say
say
hi
hello.
before
We
we
didn't say
go. We didn't get to say hi to you tonight.
Hey.
But we love you. You great fun graphic for tonight, by the way, too.
Oh, we love that.
It looks like just what's behind you, actually.
It kind of does have
Kinda
that
does.
same look.
colors. Super.
That was
super.
totally on accident.
Well, thank you for all your help with everything tonight. We love you, and we love having you part of the team.
Thank you so much. Thanks for a great show, guys.
All
Well,
right,
thank
thank
you.
you all. Everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next week. We're gonna get dressed up even fancier if we can. Thank you, Marianne, Ted, and Tom, and Mark, and Michael, of course.
Have a good week.
night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See you. Good week.